Okay, good morning or good afternoon, Holy Chevra, depending on when we watch this video. We are on Daf. Let's go all the way to the top. Kaf Bet Amud Aleph. If you are watching this video, you should have your Gemara in front of you, especially for this unit. We are going to be focusing on reading skills and translating skills. The good news is, in the Gemaras that you have, there are nikudot. There are dots that will help you with the reading. But the translating is going to be important and something that we're going to all work on. The translating and the reading skills are really two front. One is going to be to read the words accurately. And second of all, and this is the skill we're really going to work on, to start and stop in the right place. Okay, to start your reading and to stop your reading in the right place. The Gemara, as you notice, doesn't have periods. It does not have question marks. And it doesn't have quotation marks, anything to really help you. There are key words, however, that kind of indicate, or these code words that we've talked about that tell you that a question's coming or an answer's coming, and that can help us. For the purposes here, I want you to, we're not going to worry about commas, but I want you to kind of put a little period in, or maybe a line, just lightly in your Gemara, and please only with pencil, but a light line in your Gemara when you get to a stop, whether it's a period or a question mark. And that'll help you when we get to our reading, translating assessment in a few weeks' time. Okay, first let's start from the top. We are on really at the end of the first wide line of the Gemara on Kaf Bet Amud Aleph. The word is zeh. Okay, find it for a second, and here we go. So the Gemara is really here quoting from the Mishnah. Zeh haklal, this is the rule, kol sheyesh bo musaf v'chulei. So this gives you the double dot. You don't need to put another dot there. Any day that has musaf. Now this was a quote from the Mishnah that said, the rule is any day on the Jewish calendar where we would have brought a korban musaf. Okay, that's what really musaf, when we daven musaf, it's replacing the korban musaf. So any day that has a korban musaf brought, but you are allowed to do malacha. You're allowed to get into a car and drive, or use electricity, or all the other, and cook, and all sorts of things, and work, etc. Any day like that, we have 4 readers. And the 2 examples the Mishnah gave were Rosh Chodesh and Chol HaMoed. On those 2 days, on those 2 types of days, Rosh Chodesh and Chol HaMoed, we have 4 aliyot. So the Gemara asks a question about a type of day that is not mentioned in the Mishnah. Ibailahu. Ibailahu is a key phrase. Ibailahu means they asked him, or they asked. The Gemara asked the question. Tanit tzibur bikama. And I would put a question mark, again, very softly and gently in your Gemara. Let's not make it too hard and rough. And in pencil, should be right after the word bikama. Ibailahu, they asked, Tanit Tzibur Bekama. How many readers should there be on a Tanit Tzibur? Tanit Tzibur is a fast day. How many readers should there be on a fast day? Fast days were not mentioned in the Mishnah. Good question. So the Gemara analyzes a few sources, try to figure it out. Let's think about it. Rosh Chodesh Umoed. De'ika Korban Musaf Arba. And you go to period there. Oh, sorry. Aval hacha deleka korban musaf lo. You can put a period after the word lo. Let's read that inside. Rosh Chodesh umoed. So on Rosh Chodesh and on Chol HaMoed, de'ika korban musaf, where there is a korban musaf, arba'ah, we have 4 readers. Therefore, aval hacha deleka korban musaf lo. Therefore, when there's no korban musaf, on a fast day, we don't have a korban. We weren't allowed to eat on those days. So then maybe lo. We don't have 4 readers. We should only have 3 readers, right? The Gemara is trying to figure out, again, the possibility. Do we have, on a fast day, 4 readers or 3 readers? So it says, look, we know on Rosh Chodesh and Chol HaMoed there are 4 readers, because those days have a korban musaf. So maybe when it comes to a fast day, when there's no korban musaf, we should only have 3 readers. Oh, Dilma, this is going to be a key phrase, or perhaps, this is going to give the other side, or maybe, or perhaps, hachanami ika musaf tefillah. Here too, on fast days, we do have musaf. We have a musaf tefillah. we have extra davening, right? We say slichot. We have the prayer of Anenu. That's what they're really referring to. The prayer of Anenu that we add into our Shemona Esrei. So we have additional tefillah. Maybe that counts to give it 4 aliyot. Those are the two options. Again, do we consider a fast day? Right? Do we consider a fast day? Do we say, hey, there's no korban musaf that was brought, and therefore it should only have 3 readers? Right? It's not like Rosh Chodesh and Chol HaMoed that there was a korban musaf and therefore 4 readers. Or do we say no? Do we say maybe it should count like Chol HaMoed and Rosh Chodesh? There should be 4 readers, 4 aliyot, because we have musaf tefillah. We have extra davening. And there should be a period right there. So the Gemara first tries to bring a proof from our Mishnah. Tashma, come and learn. Come and learn a proof from our Mishnah. Beroshe, Tashma always introduces a proof from a Mishnah or Braita. In this case, it's our Mishnah. Beroshe Chadashim, Uvacholo Shel Moed, on Rosh Chodesh and on Chol HaMoed, Korin Arba'a. Our Mishnah said explicitly, on Rosh Chodesh and on Chol HaMoed, we have 4 readers. That implies, ha bitani tzibur gemol. That must imply that on a fast day, there should only be 3 readers, right? If a tani tzibur, if a fast day was also 4 readers, it would have been included in our Mishnah with Rosh Chodesh and Chol HaMoed when it was counting those days where there are 4 readers. The fact that fast days were not in that section shows there's only 3 readers, period over there, after Gimel. But the Gemara says, 1 second. Ema Resha. If you say that, I will quote the beginning of our Mishnah. Bisheni, uvechamishi, uveshabbat b'mincha, on Mondays and on Thursdays and on Shabbat mincha, Korin Gimel. We have 3 readers. Our Mishnah started by saying on these different days, Mondays, Thursdays, and on Shabbos mincha, we have 3 readers. Hey, fast days weren't mentioned in that list. So ha tani tzibur arba'a, period. From a period after arba'a. That would imply that on fast days, there should be 4 readers. Again, from the beginning of the Mishnah, it says, hey, I'm going to give you a list of all the days with 3 readers. Mondays, Thursdays, Shabbos, Mincha. Hey, fast days weren't mentioned there. It must be the fast days get 4 readers. But 1 second, if you read on in the Mishnah, it says these are the days for 4 days that have 4 aliyot. Rosh Chodesh and Chol HaMoed. Again, fast days weren't mentioned there, so it should only have 3 readers. It's unclear. So the Gemara concludes, you can't bring a proof from our Mishnah. Ela meha, rather, from this Mishnah, leika lemishma mina. We can't learn from it. We can't learn the halacha of Tani Tzibur from our Mishnah, because it kind of, you can go both ways. If you compare it to the beginning of the Mishnah, when it talks about 3 aliyot, you would think that fast days should have 4 readers. And if you read about what it talks about 4 readers, where it's not included, you would think Tani Tzibur has 3 readers. So put a period after Lemishma Mina. That's this first section of Gemara. We're going to get to there. We'll answer a few questions from it. So basically, this Mishnah is rejected as a proof. The Gemara brings a second proof from the case of Rav. It gets a little confusing. That case I'm going to make a second video for. It's going to be a bonus video with bonus questions. And that takes us to the end of this Amud. We're going to pick it up again with a third video that everyone's going to be responsible for, which will take us to give us the actual proof of what do we do on fast days, 3 readers or 4 readers. I'd love to hear your guess right now, but we'll get the conclusion in our upcoming videos.